Yeah, as far as the series goes, this was a very strong offensive 3 games that we were able to put together. Tonight, Jackie, once again, that bottom third of the order came up big for us. It's good to see Chris Young. He faced a couple of left-handers consecutively, starting to get a little bit better timing, getting a little bit of a groove in his own right. But the ability to drive the baseball, that was apparent throughout these 3 games.
John, with Jackie, how much of this do you think is just kind of confidence feeding on itself and going up every time, knowing he can have a good at-bat?
Well, there's got to be a lot of that involved, Pete. And I know that, he's also got a period of time that he can build on from last year where he got on a run similar to what he's on right now. But he's come up in so many RBI situations that, we're not seeing him wait around. He's looking to attack. He feels good about his swing. He's confident. He's obviously seen the ball extremely well. And to come up with a couple of home runs here tonight, that's kind of just extending his ability to drive the baseball consistently right now.
A lot of people might ask, why do you have a guy who's hitting that well at the bottom of the order? But is the order just working so well that there's no need to mess around with it?
It is, and you look at the guys that are ahead of him. It's a good question, given where the 15, 16 games that he's on here. But, our offense has got a lot of length to it. It is working, and guys come to the ballpark having an understanding where they're going to be in the lineup, and I think that goes a long way with their mental approach.
John, knowing Jackie's hitting pretty much everything right now, he's handling breaking balls very well. Historically, he hasn't. Is that something you've noticed? Is it one of the reasons he might be having success?
He's not missed breaking balls when they've been up in the strike zone, and that's probably been the biggest key. When he's gotten his pitch, he hasn't missed it. He's got some aggressiveness to him, and when a pitcher executes a breaking ball down the strike zone, that's still a difficult pitch for anybody to hit. But he just has not missed his pitch up in the zone.
Another 6-inning or plus start from Purcell tonight. Consistency obviously has been big for you there.
And I thought the quality to his location got better as he got deeper into the game. I thought tonight he was very strong early. He might have thrown through his sink a little bit, where he's going to put the ball on the ground, and some of those 2-seamers stayed up. And didn't have the normal depth to the movement, but he was pretty clear that he was strong, and the way he finished the 6th inning, didn't want to get him too deep into a pitch count, but still thought he was fresh to go back out for the 7th.
John, back to Jackie. To what do you attribute the power in particular that we've seen from him since last August?
Well, it's just not here. This is a guy that's hit high teens home runs at the minor league level, so it goes back to. It's not like he's doing something different this year compared to the previous years as he's come through the system. So there's power in there. And I think as he's come here, he's transitioned, he's gotten comfortable, he's relaxed. And obviously, as we've talked about with a number of guys right now, the confidence is running pretty strong.
These 3 games aside, what do you like the most about this lineup and kind of, what they're capable of, kind of top to bottom?
Well, to their credit, everyone's engaged. They don't give an at-bat away. We've done a very good job, as we've talked about, with the approach and using all fields. This is a tough lineup to pitch against because it's not a one-dimensional type of team. It's not a one-dimensional type of lineup. They're thirsty for information, and they're being able to apply it in the game, whether it's how we run the bases to the defensive work, which I thought we played airtight defense once again tonight. But just the lineup up and down, they're not giving it bats away, and it's a relentless group right now.
This happened, this is a 10-run game, and so it may not seem significant, but both times Oakland scored, you came right back and scored again. And this has sort of been a recurring theme this season long. How significant is that in terms of overall success?
Yeah, Bill, setting tonight aside, it is a trait that they've shown repeatedly. That's their competitiveness. That's their ability to hit to the situation as well. We've moved runners in previous games where we've manufactured runs. We're on a stretch right now where we've driven the baseball. But, like I said, it's a lineup that's got a lot of different capabilities. And whether that's manufacturing a run to coming up with a big extra base hit with men in scoring position, we're doing that right now.
Well, Rick did seem to finish strong. Did you find that his feel for his pitches was off a little bit throughout the course of the game, early on especially?
Yeah, just mentioned. Felt like he might have been thrown a little bit through his sink, but I thought, he started to gain a better feel as he got deeper into the ball game. So, on a night when the offense might take away from your focus and concentration, I thought he maintained that extremely well throughout.
John, you mentioned it before, but now that you guys are seeing a few more lefties, how much has that allowed Chris to get into a better groove and kind of do what you guys wanted her to do?
Yeah, Pete, I think just any guy's going to get more comfortable with more consistent reps. We're going to get another lefty tomorrow night in Keuchel. He's doing exactly what we had brought him here to do, and that's drive the ball against some left-handers.
What's your assessment of Pedroia's success lately? Is there anything specific to that?
He's throughout his career, he's so good on pitches that are in, and went through a long period of time where pitchers were pitching him away. He took his bait sits the other way. Now, as the scouting report starts to turn, is he at the plate, and he's driving the ball to the pull side with a little bit more frequency. That's a sign of just a really good hitter.